we're back. Alright, thank you for joining us. I'm answering questions still. Those that submitted last Saturday, I was going to answer today, but my energy is like 0 at this point, so I'll be answering that tomorrow. And I should be catching up. Maybe Wednesday. We used to go back to the 5-day delivery. We'll see. I'll be close to it, let's put it that way. So, you know, when I do the text channelings, those take a lot longer than, it's a lot longer. I'm not sure if I'm going to go down to 250 words or just leave it at 500. I don't know. It's still new, so I'm still testing the waters on what I'm going to do with that. So thank you for your patience. Those are submitted on Saturday will be answered tomorrow, definitely. Yeah, if it's a lot of stuff there, it takes a little bit longer. I'm going to make sure I have enough energy to answer it correctly and just get through it the best I can. So I've just been doing a lot recently, as usual, trying to take it easy, and tonight is going to be those nights. Got a feline friend here, but I can't show him. He's out of the way. That's okay. He's just an old man. So, tonight's topic is, I just put in the description, what is this guy's name? Bigelow something? Ace Bigelow? Robert Bigelow? I'm not going to show a picture of him. You can just find him on the internet. So, basically, yeah, he knows a lot more than he's saying. Let's put it that way. Obviously. I don't know if he's actually had a personal connection to them, you know, aliens. I don't think so. But he definitely knows that they're around, because his satellites and all this is picking up all of it. He has enough money for it. I haven't done a lot of research. I heard about them, so I'm just going by what I'm picking up here, without going into, you know, fill my research gap and show Google pictures and all that. I'm just going to go by what I'm getting here instead of going through. Either way, he knows what he's talking about. And has anybody taken him seriously? I mean, yes. Oh yeah. I believe those in the Black Projects have definitely visited him. I'm not sure about threats because he has a lot of money, so he has a lot of light on him. Of course, they don't see him as a threat. Let's put it that way. So he doesn't really. I don't think he really goes. He wanted 60 minutes and said something, but he said it very short. So he would be one to, you know, like somebody like Jeff Bezos. It's definitely somebody that's keeping, you know, Jeff Bezos, as Amazon does the Blue Origins, tourists in space. I imagine he's well aware of Bigelow's claims. And even with Bezos, I believe they know there's something out there. They don't mention it. What's the point of it? Elon Musk has. Bezos, I believe, believes very much in it. But there's no reason to go into it. So at least that's what I'm getting. What's the point? Does it mean anything? No. No threats. Now, if he's like connected to the Black Projects and all that, I don't know. I imagine he knows about it. As for, I imagine he has been approached, but not in a threatening way. Like, see what you're doing, and we're part of the government, yada yada yada. That kind of stuff is what I'm getting from that. If you know my take on it, at least. I'm trying to pick up on like what Bigelow's, like, what's his role in all this. I'm not getting a whole lot of it. I think he's planning on like making more statements and even whistleblowing on what he knows, but I think he's gathering data still. And that's where it gets weird, because that's where you might disappear, maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. It's hard to say. But it feels like he wants to do some kind of disclosure of some kind when he has enough evidence, and so he's just gathering right now from what I gather. I don't know a whole lot about him. Yeah, I've seen little bits and stuff, and I'm not sure if there's much out there about him, actually. There's probably tons of stuff, and I haven't noticed it, but is he part of, I don't know, it feels like he wants to go and do a type of disclosure eventually. As for, let's see here, so basically I went into this using him as a subject matter to go into other directions. And in doing so, as for our, I tell you what, I have been connecting to, okay, maybe that's why I'm so tired. Other dimensions here, where the matrix is breaking down in some areas. Okay, I should have put this in the title instead. But basically, as humans become more alien-like, is really what I should be going into. That's really what I should be. Basically, you're connecting more to your powers, your abilities. Doesn't mean you're getting like flying around, but you never know. One day, you know, this is all crazy talk for the normal world, but those that are transforming probably already feel it. It's a gradual process. It's like you're mutating in some regard, but you know, that is what I'm seeing. I'm probably going through that too in my own little way. So you can say to gather data to put out in the world what I can. Yeah, what is called normal here is, yeah, those in the third dimension are just loving it. Not all. Some do like poverty because they can complain about it and get attention. Some do. Some hate it, obviously. Quite a few of them do. And they're not doing it because they like complaining. It's a serious issue, so obviously. But there's a bunch that do like health problems, obviously. They like their third dimension because they're still exploring, trying to figure it out, So anytime you talked about aliens and anything like that, it's like you're almost like causing like a fight with them. Almost is like, in some ways, you're messing with their reality. And I got attacked by an ant in astral because I was messing around with her reality, you know, because I'm doing this. And it's like, you know, don't screw up my reality. So just, you know, not physically but astrally. So. And I guess I'd say I'm going to more of a reality distortion, but not in my own little universe, but going to what's the real reality here, you know, that type of stuff. I don't think I'm alone in that. Of course, I'm not sure if that's very mainstream. Probably not. So, some aren't. Some are here as deceivers. They want to keep. They say they're spiritualism. They're just here to keep you in the third dimension. It's a test on their part to test you, test your belief system. I know one for sure. There's probably others. Put on this facade. It's not one that's super famous, super popular. So I'm not naming names in that regard. There could be others that are very popular, but they're just doing what they feel is right. Taylor Swan's example, if you might not agree with it, but she's doing what she feels is right, so, you know, obviously not going to agree with everything, but I think it's as genuine as she can be. I don't know if it's CIA, I don't know. Either way, I think she's still coming from the heart. Her own issues or whatever it is, we all have that, obviously. She's trying to discover, you know, help others in her own point of view. Obviously, it's connected to quite a few. So, you know, as for where I'm coming from is like completely insane. This is like the channel of absolute insanity. Basically, it's like reality, the matrix, energy. Okay, I tapped into this a little bit. Guess we're gonna go a bit further. I guess I should put that in the title, but whatever. It's basically, it's like a matrix distortion field. To take it out. I can say I'm kind of been doing that not consciously entirely aware of it, but in a way where I do feel like it's thinning out in certain areas. Not to say you can fully see it in your third eye dimension perspective, but as we go into more disclosure energy, understand what's going on, like healing, let's put it this way, it's like healing the matrix, let's put it that way. Healing the reality around us to see what's truly going on, which brings in our alien friends, which is part of disclosure. And so another field of this is healing the matrix, so we get the answers we're looking for, whatever it might be. And so we get more just information about ourselves, reality, help others open up on their own too. And, you know, just allow us to feel more that we are who we truly are instead of just a human that's being programmed. It'd be nice to be aware of your alien self, of like you're a dragon or a Palladian, Octarian. You feel more of that. And healing the matrix helps you connect with that. So, and so doing this can cause you get attacks, which I've probably been going through that today. But that's just the way it is. Some of us out there, they get. I'm not always aware of every attack that's coming in, but you know, it's on a spiritual front. You always know what's going on, but it's like, who do you think you are screwing around with us? You know, it's like some of us are like filters. We're here to break down the matrix energies. That's one of them. There's others out there for sure. It's time to like take down the temple walls, you can say. And so that will bring in the alien energies also. Basically, it's just one day you're third dimension talking about a movie, next day you're talking about Mars or Pluto or whatever. Not to say I'll be very heavy, but you just get your intuition shifts into more of a high vibrational energy field. So I believe anybody that's open to all this will, not to say I'm connected to a whole lot right now, but I believe that's what's going on at the moment. So I didn't expect to go into this. Well, yes and no. I wasn't sure what to expect. No, I'm getting hit with a lot of stuff. So we're basically taking this reality and, you know, shifting it. You can say the volcano. I think it has something to do with it. And Hawaii. Yeah, I'm not sure if any more is going to occur after that. I think Hawaii has something to do with it. Just me. But yeah, those of you that, you know, you might connect to Archon energies trying to keep the matrix going, goes to they go, well, let's see, from the matrix they go into the mental state, go into the body, just cause all kinds of, it's like a programming. It's kind of like you're being like barcoded, and so they know who you are, and you know, some of us have already taken that barcode off or put a middle finger there or whatever. And so basically, probably a better subject matter for this is like breaking down the matrix individually. And this is a thick place, as you can see. So eventually, little by little, the bars will be coming down, the thickness will clear out. It's going to be a while, obviously, but it does not. I mean, as it goes into contact, it's basically what I'm getting is this. As we, you know, those that are aware, if you wish to get information, you know, more what's happening here, those in the third dimension will get it too. That think we're all nuts. Little by little, it's like a mind-blowing bliss. I'm playing whatever video game. All of a sudden, I got dragons in my mind. And, you know, Zetas and stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Something like that is what I'm going at. So it's like little bits of awakening. Is so, you know, this is, you're wondering how disclosure will occur. Well, it's becoming just aware of your reality a little bit more. At least aware something's going on, or there's more going on than this. It's like it's time to like open the doorway to the universe, and it's going to trickle in as it needs to. So that's kind of neat when you think about it. Now, I haven't really focused on this until I got here. I just know like I have zero energy, and I'm just like I'm taking on a lot. And it's like, and this is what I'm getting. So yeah, obviously the title of this is very deceiving, but I don't know what I was going to go into. But then again, maybe not, because this Bigelow and others at this point don't know what the hell is going on. I mean, they have an idea. Like Bigelow, like when First Contact comes through, I imagine somebody like Bigelow, either if he's still alive, will be involved with connecting to aliens in some shape or form. You never know, he might get a message from them, maybe on a satellite or something like that too, possibly, if he hasn't had it already. They're very careful on, yeah, I don't know, well, a lot of it says they say we're not ready or not ready, but it depends on the individual. Like I said, they're connecting to me on a spiritual front and working to those that understand what the hell I'm talking about. Is that you can't always answer everything with spirituality. I think you can. It's just understand. It's like, what is true? I don't know. It's like, because you have David Wilcock and them talking about. Not to say all that's wrong, but who knows the details of it, because we are not physically seen it. But imagine parts of that stuff are in some kind of reality, of course. So that's what makes it so difficult. Connecting to all of this, it's like you can't prove anything much as like you like to, but it's setting things up for wind disclosure. I was getting used to the idea that we're not alone here, and it's just steps into the right direction. But yeah, you can't research everything. You have to, I mean, it comes down to spirituality in the long run. In the long run, I believe it is spirituality. It's just the matrix here is so thick. It's hard to know what's going on, what's happening, and to get, the honest picture of where we're going, what's going on. I believe, shift gears slightly. Iran's causing a lot of difficulties. I believe that will calm itself down. Yeah, obviously. Now they're using Syria as like, didn't Iran attack Syria, right? I bet you $100 I'd rather attack Israel. Because Israel's done a lot of stuff to Iran. They probably, I don't think it's public. They've been going back and forth secretly, from what I feel. And so, Israel wants to wipe out Iran or whatever it might be. Jeez. So, and Israel has a lot of darkness around it for sure. That's it. Iraq, Babylon, it's all just Anunnaki energies there. It's like, you want your alien war games, it would be in that area. It's just that's where humanity brought us where we are today. Origins of it came out of that area. And you have Jesus, and you have just much of the history. We're still connected to that energy, of course. So it plays a big role in our evolution. So it makes sense why that's going to be kind of Palestine being, it's terrible. Yeah, like what's going on with Palestine, it's almost, you can look at it in a galactic way too. Like a galactic genocide's going on too. I imagine on some shit, I don't want to know, but most likely, if it's happening here, it's happening in alien form some way. Maybe even worse in some case, not bad here, but there's some alien stuff going on that I don't think they want us to know. I think I'd rather not know, actually. And yeah, what's going on in Yemen. Yemen does not hit the news very much, and not much is written about it. The news doesn't. It's a blackout because I guess Saudi Arabia took over Yemen. Yeah, you don't see that in the news. I believe so. Of course, they say Yemen's fighting back, which you don't wonder why. So there's a lot of stargates, which equals out to wormholes, which is just it does seem like they're preparing us for some kind of alien contact, but they're trying to keep us hostile as much as possible where they can. So yeah, it's hard to say where disclosure is going to occur, but once it happens, it's going to be non-stop from what it feels like. It's like we are in another reality now, and that is huge. So yeah, that's where everything's going to really shift. So yeah, having a date on it and time frame and all that is very, yeah, difficult. Obviously, yeah, it's best we don't have a date. I still feel summertime. There's also, I put on the social network on, there's a video about, I think it's like July 19th, something like that. All the planets are going to be on one side of the sun. That's never been done before. Oh, I don't know, every 2,000 years or something like that. Maybe that's wrong. I think that was a polar shift I was looking at. Okay, maybe it's different, but anyway. July 19th, something like that. Let's see here. Which is, I think I have it here. Maybe. Those are new to this. Is ivantover.com. We have private sessions throughout the week. Yeah, throughout the week, I'll just, yeah. Man, I am not operating on all cylinders here. Google Hangouts, Zoom, and channeling by phone. So I'll record if you wish it to be. We have questions here that I am once again on a Saturday mark. Some I've answered before, after Saturday, so I'm on like a 10-day. The best we can. I was going to catch up today, but man, my energy just went down to zero. I know, excuses. There's also Spirit Social. We also have questions here. The same situation. We also have other healers and channelers, which recommend. We also have the Jade comic on its way. Easter Bunny is on his way. That's all I have to say on that. And here's the social network. Yeah, this is neat stuff. Okay. This is the one, yeah, the July one. This is what I'm talking about. Rare event to occur in solar system. July, I think it was 19, something like that. Yeah, there's the Danny Glover thing. Yeah, so. Oh. There's a spooky footage. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I think I saw it here and I posted it again. Oh, either way. Yeah, it's strange shape, I guarantee you. It'll come back. That's a boomerang. That's great. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah. Yeah, very cool. Alright, and also have the J comic that you can find here. Whistleblower Central is going to get in gear eventually. So, alright, thank you for your support, thank you for your patience. Yeah, what's going on is a transition into, like I said, the breakdown of the Matrix. I'll probably make that the title of tomorrow. I'm not sure how much more I can go into that, but it's basically areas of the world that you feel you're connected to. To allow more alien intervention for sightings. I'm not sure how strong that'll be, but you never know. Yeah, if there's an area of the world that you feel like you can connect to for alien, for sightings that are allowed, just use your energy. What do you feel? And then check on, on the Google or whatever, and see if there's any sightings news-wise. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how. Well, or in your area, see how you feel. But around at least the United States is very difficult. Of course, there's a lot of sightings when you check on MUFON. So, obviously, many would like a worldwide visitation. I don't see anything wrong with putting your energies out there for more awareness. But also, what I'm feeling is that the Matrix is breaking down. Of course, I told somebody about this. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a world war and all that. It's like, no, I don't see that. I don't see nuclear war either. There are timelines where that is very much alive, most likely. The idea is for us not to go in that direction. So I don't think we're going to go in that direction. But yeah, but it is definitely the breakdown of the Matrix in certain areas. Somehow, some way, I'm not sure how. Well, basically for us to have more knowledge of what is occurring. So that is actually a channeled message. That's how if you're looking for that. Let's see here. With the Zetas, yeah, they work with much of the alien technologies here. Human technologies. another word for alien technologies. Yeah, AI is, as you can see, that is good to have that backlash. Now, another thing for those movies that showed AI at its negative was also a warning to us to be aware of what is a possibility here. So companies like Google doing all that scary stuff. It is good for those movies to be made, like 2001 Space Odyssey, Terminator. It's good because it tells us to be aware. It's still a good idea because some people get pulled into this stuff. I have no problem. You know, I think so quite a bit actually. I mean, you're already connected to your phone already, where the phone is controlling you probably in some cases, not all. So it's a warning. All those movies are warnings. They show. I mean, there are timelines that stuff's fully active. That was another thing. Like, you want a world like The Matrix. The movie, what is it? The real Matrix. You know, you have the place that looks like, what was it? Australia. That was in The Matrix. I think that's where they shot most of it. But when they get on their ship and everything sucks, and you have machines everywhere trying to eat everybody. Basically, Earth is like a war zone. Basically, when you go on, they have, I think, animations of what Earth looks like in the Matrix movies, and it's all decimated. Everything has been nuclear. Those realities do exist. I believe that is what their worst world. You know, like, worlds are way worse than ours, and we're trying to avoid that. So it's warnings to us, just to keep us away from those timelines. But I think we've come close to them. I think so, in some shape or form. So that's our shadow government. There's positive and light. I mean, positive and dark there. Positive definitely is helping us keep us. And that's where a lot of the timeline wars are, is in the shadow governments. There's quite a bit of it. That's why they go to Stargates and all this, to keep us out of trouble. So that's a big part of it too. Like, yeah, it's like, this is what I'm getting. They see like timelines. They like see it like Google has that, like, they show, you know, you ever see like a Google documentary? They show Earth. They show all the Google searches. It's kind of like that with timelines. I don't know how, something like that. They see all the timelines and they see issues in the timeline, and they go there. I know that sounds really weird, but I think that's how they do it. I know it's like, wait, it's like, where do you think science fiction comes from? It's like, it comes from the real world that we don't see. But we are getting closer to more of disclosure as for what's happening here. The AI stuff's kind of a glimpse of all the stuff we're talking about coming into reality that others have been talking about forever. So, about this massive AI, and it's just like scary stuff. Looks like science fiction, but it's very real, and you can't prove it. But then again, it comes into our reality. I mean, who saw Tesla with electric cars? Who saw that coming? And now that's the big thing. So, or one of the big things. So, not to say it's helping us much better in some ways, I guess. So, yeah, as for breaking down the matrix energies, it'll just become more clear over time. As for it, the truth of our matrix. As we get closer to disclosure, let's put it that way. It's like there's only certain areas, like it's like taking down the drywall and putting up something, or not putting up anything, but taking down what's old. That's technically what we're doing. It's just energy-wise. So we get more information. So those in the third dimension are laughing all of this, having a blast. They don't realize that, you know, whatever. They've been the most programmed out of all. It's just, that's their business. So, but we are going into a new age of enlightenment for sure. There's going to be trickster energy. It's going to be everything. But, you know, connect to what is right for you. Yeah, aliens are here to fix everything, here to assist. You know, obviously, I don't know what's going to happen. It'll probably cause more trouble than help, but at least they're here. So it's like, it might be all hell on earth in some regard, but at least they're here. At least there's going to be some assistance coming from them. There will be. I mean, we'll probably go back to the time of the Greeks and You know, seeing them from the skies and doing all that, you know, it's going to be positive, it's not going to be positive, be a little bit of this, but at least we're getting what we're looking for, you know. So you think you're out of the woods, think again, but so anything's possible. Yeah, and and that's another thing where like some of these alien beings say, oh, we can help you and all that, and some of them might be super like dark and just hiding in that. So there's probably going to be that too. So it just never ends, does it? You know, it's just like, oh yeah, come to us, we're positive, and you end up being like Aryan Nordics that are just absolutely insane. So yeah, that's a possibility. Once one alien comes, others will follow, and it's going to get weird. So not all be bad, but it's not going to be perfect. I mean, look at our world. So anyways, it's something. Definitely the old days are over, that's for sure. It's like you go back in the ancient Greek texts, probably in Egypt too. It's like, but the ancient Greeks, at least I know more about them. You know, they're just screwing around with everybody. So yeah, so that's what it looks like. I mean, yeah, because you don't want to say it's all going to be perfect. It's not going to be, not with us. So anything is possible, but that's part of our I don't know. That's just one version of it. There'll be positive, there'll be questionable stuff. Yeah, it's hard to say. I hope that doesn't happen, but it's hard to say right now. We have a little bit of everything coming here, so I guess when they touch down, we'll figure it out then. But there's going to be there's going to be a little bit of everything. So from what I see, it's just the way it is. Just, but that's the thing. Those that are ready for all this, you'll connect to the right being and go to the right direction that you're here to do. It's like watch over those that aren't aware of all this. You're already doing it already in astral, so you're just going to be in more of an alien energy. That's something, at least a version. I'm getting on that, so we'll just have to wait and see. That's what it seems like the scenario I got. You know, in time they'll connect to that. All right, well the air just changed. I got a ring, so they're here. So I think more talk and disclosure does help. It does help get people used to the idea of them being here. Yeah, the air just. Go and check out ringing in my ears right now. Yes, it's Zetas. So yeah. I'll turn it off that quickly. They're still here. So I guess they're just giving me a notification. Yeah, it's in time they will come. But yeah, there's obviously they're listening to this. They wouldn't have done that. So yeah, we're going into a new age. Once again, it feels like this summer. Around July, sometime we'll see the movements of a disclosure beginnings or something like that. So, yeah, the scenario I just brought in, I know it's not. It's probably the most likely. Basically, several beings will eventually show up. And some people here are just going to fall for anything. Those here that know who they are, and you'll just connect instantly to who's right for you. You know, alien-wise, you just know. You know it's not somebody playing a joke on you. You'll know exactly who it is. I think for those that are aware of us. Those that aren't, well, it's just the way it's going to be. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. It's going to get strange. At least the version I'm getting. So I don't know. I know it sounds like science fiction, but there are different versions of this. It'd be nice to be able to see it happen. At least we get some confirmation. But like I said, they are coming. They are coming. The wind is still up in the air, but they're definitely going to be here. Alright, take care everyone. Blessings. Yep, say your prayers. Everything will be fine. For those that feel like they'll be fine, you'll be fine. Others, well, you'll be there for them. Your family, friends, you will be there for them. Trust me, definitely. When they do arrive, you'll be there for them. That's what you're here to understand all this. You're not just here for you, you're here for others and those that don't know any better. Put that out there, definitely. You're here for those that don't know any better. That's what this is all about. It's not just about you, obviously. You want the world to open up to its true self, right? We're here to protect those that don't know any better about this. And that's they're better than anybody. It's just that you're evolved differently, whatever, however you want to word it. It's not about who's better. There will be some that will think that. They're already out there, that's for sure. I connect to some of them. Yeah, super ego. It's nuts, but that's not what this is about. It's about us going back to the world, reconnected to the universe, basically. So, all right, take care, everyone. Blessings. All right, see you tomorrow.